Okay. First of all, I would like to pay homage to the Triple Gems. They are Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and also show respect to all venerables. They are all friends and viewers from all over the places and people from the Monkchat Facebook who live in different country and time zone. Okay, right now we are do live streaming Monkchat Facebook Live from Chiang Mai. So we are very happy to be here once again every Wednesday, and we are sorry last week on a Saturday that we cannot broadcast. So once again, welcome all the followers to Dhamma Talk, Dhamma Discussion from Monkchat Facebook Live. Today I am Pra Sontavi in Tasaro, and I also be with one of Monkchat members. Okay, it is Venerable Dharmatiri. He is Burmese monk. Okay, so respect to him. And Venerable Uttama. Okay, very welcome you once again to join Monkchat. Okay, how are you? Both of you, you can make greeting to all the viewers to get an interaction before we start to have talk and Dhamma discussion after that. Okay, so Venerable Dhammasiri, would you please start first?
Good evening, everyone, and all viewers and listening and viewing from the different countries. Venerable monks, respect. So this evening I came. Pra Santovi, he invited me. So I am also from Myanmar. I'm a Rakhine monk, and I am the student of MCU. Mahachulalongkorn University, English program. So that's all. So we will discuss further. Just give introduction.
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, please, Venerable Uttama.
First of all, may I pay respect to the Triple Gems and all venerables. And I think most of you may know me as Uttama because I have joined this live stream for so many times. And today is again, I'm really happy to be here with my great friends. we always discuss about Dharma, and today also is another day that we are going to have more conversation about the Dhamma talk, Dhamma discussion. So it's going to be really exciting and more fun. Yes.
Okay, thank you for both Venerable to have a greeting to all viewers. I'm very happy as well and very delighted to see all the viewers. So you can participate in this Monkchat Facebook Live real time. You can write down some comments and ask any question, okay, to live stream right now. So this is providing us to be a discussion group, a community. So that I have some interaction to our first monk to give some comments. Okay, Venerable Suvarnapon, Pirasai, something like that. So you can write something telling us that where you are listening us from. Okay, and where also are you from? It's also very good. Okay, hello to Monk Sila. Okay, and Miss Ongkam. Thank you so much for coming and have an interaction with our Buddhist monk. So once again, today we have something to share based on our previous activities of Monkchat Facebook, Monkchat activities. Hello to Mr. Go Chun Kiat from Singapore, and hello to Mang Kampu Wong Surya Wongsa. Okay, and Venerable Suvarnapon, he listening from Laos, Savannakhet, yes, province. Okay, so he also suggests some Buddhist monk. All right. Okay, so good evening to Venerable Munichito. Okay, it's our Monkchat team as well. So he's taking care Lao Dhamma online. We will share something, okay, before we're going to get into some Dhamma talk. All right. Hello to Naida, Sarah, and Julius Physical. Good evening to all the viewers. All right. I will share something because in last week Monkchat program we run very interesting program concerned to Buddhist scriptures. Okay, it's called the Tripitraka. Okay, the three basket that contain Buddhist teaching, but it is our first time to work on English version. So let me share you some pictures. So very interesting that we got some we got some Buddhist monk, okay, from different country as well. Especially we get a support and help from Mr. Chinnashat. The Yaparanchai is the one who wear white collar. He is the lay Buddhist, but he very interested to working on translating some Dhamma. Is part of the moral training that we can share to general people that allow to them to use and search some Dhamma through the books, okay, through this Tripitaka books. Okay, this is the English version. Okay, Buddhist scriptures or Tripitaka were translated into many different languages all around the world, and English is one of the language that found, before the other language as well, because they got some, expert to translate from Pali into English. So in this version is from Pali Text Society from England. So we want to have some manual to able to use this Buddhist scripture easier. So that's why we help each other to work on it, especially also Venerable Uttama and Venerable Dhammasiri. They are the two main ones that try to search, particular Dhamma in the Tripitaka, in the Buddhist scriptures. For example, when the books, said about 5 precepts, we can also link to these primary books, which is will refer to the original word of the Buddha. This is to prove the original word of the Buddha. So in Monkchat, we will try to have these activities to promote the true doctrine to all the mankind and people who are interested to learn about Buddhism. Okay, this is some activities that we have been running for a year to translate the manual for using Tipitaka for teaching morality to the people. But we just finished the draft one, and we invite some of Buddhist monks to use it. Are there any difficulties to use it or not? So this is something that is happened. Okay. All right. So according to the committee who work on it, can you share any experience, any opinion through this program and project? Yes. Venerable Tamasiri, working on it. How hard is it
Thank you,
to bring the
Prason.
Dhamma? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Prason, to give me opportunity to talking about that our working process. So let's start the first. We have been start our works. It's around 2 years ago. So this is not a short time working. This is a long time working. So our working isn't finished yet. So we just on 25% finished. So let me tell you that this is a big work actually. In Thai, there have 45 books in Tripitaka. And the English version, which we finding the contents. We making the manual books and finding the contents from the Polytech Society books. So Polytech Society books, they have 33 books. In 33 books, and we also say that in Buddhism, we making the three parts, right? And three basket. This is called that Vinaya, Suttanta, and Abhidhamma. These three parts. So these three parts includes 45 books. So 45 books, we are finding a lot of things that which is also difficult to read people's. That 45 books, one book's also bigger than, not a small books. So we're finding one topic. This is like one topic Buddha teach about the sila for the lay people's morality. So the sila, it's not only one book Buddha mentioned. Buddha mentioned many places. Many places. So which places? We don't know. There are many books. If we read all books, then we may know, right? We just only know one books mentioning one. So if we read all books, we may know some part that Buddha mentioned. So we try to clear that the people can find easily that which part, which book Buddha mentioned about the morality. So here we did, there is a book, the manual books, just give us small examples like morality. Morality, it's the part talking many places. Like it will be talk in Vinaya Pitaka. Vinaya Pitaka have 5 books. So 5 books where the Buddha mentioned exactly. And Suttanta also have the 5 books. So Suttanta, there also we say not the 5 books. Actually, there are many books, but in Tripitaka we separated actually. And Suttanta, there are five division, and Abhidhamma there are 7 division. Like so, the 7 division also separating many books. So many places Buddha mentioned. So we try to find out, and when we give the Dhamma talk, giving discussion about the um, topic of Buddha's speech, so we have to give the exactly pointing that this is the speech that Buddha mentioned, this page, and this is the book, this is the chapter. The This is our
Right.
works. So
Yes.
these
Mm-hmm.
2 years we are finding. There are many difficulties. So we have teachers also, Ajahn Pisit, who is the Tripitaka lecturer, and Kun Chin, he also helped a lot, who also reads all Tripitaka books. So he is the one of the leader of our this project. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Venerable Dharmasiri, to share some of his charity work, to dedicate his time to helping churching match the Dhamma that what we have known through books and teachers, uh, and what is appear and available in the original text, like Tripitaka, in order to refer to the original teaching. And this is allow all the foreigners and students who really interested to learn more about Buddhism. Uh, we will have workshop in the future, so you can come enjoy Buddhist monk reading some these Buddhist scriptures together, and we will keep edit our manual to be more accurate and easy to find and friendly to user as well. So another thing is that today we have mentioned that you will unlock your knowledge, uh, Buddhist knowledge. So you will learn more that the structures and things that Buddhist monk books and they have say in the uh, books and all the places. So this is very easily for you to learn more about Buddhism in easy ways. So I have this chart. What did the Buddha teach people? So these structures will allow you to easy to understand. All right, about Buddha's teaching and the structure of training of the uh, one individual person who want to develop and train themselves to be a greater one and well-being through Buddhist training. So I will show you this. Sorry, okay, so you start to observe, okay, that okay, start from the Buddha. Okay, to study about Buddhism, it's also very important to study about the life of the Buddha in order to inspire and what we call the founder. So when we understand the background of the founder, like life life of the Buddha, where he grew up and what situation and context of the society of India at that time that allowed him to awake, and how hard that he searching for this meaning of life, the truth of the nature, the teaching. So that's why this structure of learning Buddhism through this chart, you start learning, the Buddha, who is how he achieved an enlightenment, okay, and then start to know the other process, like what I'm going to show you. Start from the, for example, we are still ordinary, okay, we are still an ordinary people, so of course we have to learn to able to maintain ourselves first. So for the teaching that will allow individual person to train themselves in the moral, to able to maintain themselves, is to learn, how to avoid doing bad, okay, as a morality training. Talk about 5 precepts, and for doing good, you take refuge to the Triple James. So the Triple James, it's also, it's really means to we enter to understand the teaching, and the life of the Buddha. What I have told you, that Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And for the purifying the mind, you will slowly try to understand things around you in order to maintain yourself, and then step by step, you slowly train yourself to maintain others, maintain family, maintain wealth, and you uplift your mind. You in another class to be a virtuous people. You have to, you will slowly enter to like higher Dhamma. You will maintain wisdom. You will slowly enter to meditation practice. And this part you will how to observe and maintain your peaceful mind, so that's some process that you can learn through this chart, okay, chart. And also it will use accordingly with the manual for learning Tripitaka. But this is a short, okay, this is a short one that we can see the map, and then we follow from this. So in every Facebook live from now on, we also will slowly bring some Dhamma from this, and accordingly to the Tipitaka as well. Sorry. So you will learn the Buddha word and how we explain to match with the situation in this present day, in the modern society. So that's some of the media, or something that to show you to easy to understand more about Buddhism and how to learning Buddhism. Today, for the ordinary, okay, I know that for those who are following and watching live streaming right now, you also waiting that, oh, what Monk's going to give you. Well, our intention to have Facebook Live today to share what is the key to learn about Buddhism, key word or key factors to allow you learn more about Buddhism. As I've told you earlier that we cannot avoid to not learning the Buddha's life, who is the founder, okay? And in terms of core teaching, okay, I would like to invite Venerable Uttama. In terms of core teaching, okay, what is really Buddhism point to the human beings. What is the intention of the Buddha, that he found the truth of nature and then show the path to allow people to follow the enlightenment. So how this going to be easy for lay Buddhists or lay people to understand more about Buddhism is as a key factors to learn Buddhism. Okay.
So for the main teaching or the core teaching of the Buddha, it's kind of like the intention, what the Buddha want the human beings be, or what the Buddha want expect the human being to be. For I have learned, so it's according to the this teaching, this expectation is it's going to be the vulnerable truth, because the Buddha understand that all of the human beings are having suffering. All of us suffer. We suffer since we were born until the end of the day is today, and until we are going to die, we have to still suffer. We still have to be suffered. So in this case, what the Buddha want? The Buddha want us to have to know the way of how to reduce this suffering. First one is called suffering in the Four Truth. In the suffering, there are many sufferings, many things which are suffering. Birth is suffering. Getting old is suffering. Spending a life is also suffering. When you're going to die, it's still suffering. This is kind of like the truth in life. We have to face every day and every day. Again, the second one, the first one is the suffering. The second one, what is the cause of suffering? So the Buddha also really want us to know what is the cause of it. Why are we suffering? We also have to find ourselves, to look back to ourselves, like to see how can we suffer? What makes us suffering? So in the normally of the human being is we call the desire or the environment. The human beings, all of us, we have the environment, we have the desire, with greed or something like that. For example, we have lopa, which is the greed, tosa, which is the anger, uh, and moha is the delusion. So this all thing is also can make you suffer. We can also make us suffer. And the second one is the attachment. Attachment also can make us suffer. Attachment is when you're more attached. It's kind of like you create your ego. More you have your ego, more you suffer, more you selfishness person. So, and that's why if we know that this is the cause of suffering, we should be able to, not we should be able, we should find a way how to reduce this cause of suffering. More we can reduce, more happy. The third one is, the first one is suffering, second is cause of suffering, third one is um, the cessation of suffering, or the way of suffering. In Pali we call nirodha. Nirodha is also concerned about nirvana, or our goal, the main goal of Buddhism. Nirvana is like the end of everything. When somebody attend to the nirvana, um, those people, they kind of like some people they explain that the nirvana is cool. Some people explain that nirvana is empty. Uh, but some people say that nirvana is happiness place, happy place. Uh, so in even in the Pali text, they say that the nirvana is empty place. So it means when you reach the nirvana, you have no need to come back to the world again, because you have end all of your the desire, all of your defilement in your mind. It means you can eliminate those all kind of um, defilement. So, and the last one is the way how to get the cessation of suffering, or the way how to get the nirvana. That's easy. So in Buddhism, the Buddha had laid uh, the we call eightfold path, which is the way to lead us uh, to the state of nirvana. Uh, we call eightfold path. What are the eightfold paths? First one is right view. Second, uh, right view, and the second is right intention. Right intention. Third one, right speech. Fourth, right action. Five, right livelihood. Six, right effort. Seven, right concentration. And the last one is right mindfulness. So if we can follow these 8 steps, practice this 8 steps until we crystal clear, understand it's really clear, and follow it. So we can, I think, I can guarantee that all of us can reach the nirvana. So nirvana, it doesn't, it doesn't matter that the things is so much hard. It is not the thing that is very hard to get. It depends on your effort. If you have more effort, you're easier to get it by following this eightfold path. This is the what the Buddha have really get how to say got enlightenment, and want us also to follow the step by step of the eightfold path to reach the enlightenment as well. Uh, so thank you for giving me the speech.
Okay, thank you so much, Venerable Uttama, to share some intention of Buddhism to introduce the path to all the sentient being, allow you to develop yourself no matter where you are born or what your status is. But we can train and develop our self, especially uplift your mind to be a well-being, and uh, we can like judge or not just sorry we can view that person uh, based on behavior. uh, so that's why Buddhist teaching not based on only chanting and ask something from the divine or God, because it's the intention of Buddhism is, in Pali term we call Kammavati, is the speech that must be leading to practice, not a speech that understand only, but must be compatible with practicing and developing through what Buddha have taught in many different dimension of teaching. If you are the ordinary people, you start from a morality, at least train yourself to be able to have a good life, or enough to survive in the difficulties. You don't create bad things in life to harm you and your family. This is, you train and develop your life quality to able to maintain yourself. After that, when you have good environment, and then it's easier to step forward to something that more about inner world, because the mental training, you will slowly enter to mindfulness, cultivation, concentration. Now you step to calming mind, peaceful mind. Your happiness not only rely on material or rely on worldly happiness. Your happiness will tend to rely on peaceful simplicity and surrounded by the good environment. Okay, so that's why we need train to be able to be a well-being. We cannot be well or consider as a good person based on your social status or based on your successful in the worldly field or the society as well, but we look in terms of insight training. Okay, so that's why for those who are in the process of training, you are going the right path. You are under the process of training. So today we also coming here, get together for 3 of us to meet all of you guys in the online platform, like what we are doing now. So you are allowed to come and have an interaction with our Buddhist monk. Okay, so I open this Facebook Live to all of the viewers to ask any question, but especially concerned to Buddhist teaching or learning Buddhism, which is our main topic today. So that's why for our discussion will be beneficial when you apply and also ask something, okay, to directly to what you want to know. We got already a question from Miss Onang Ongkam. Okay, she would like to know something about suffering. Okay, so she asked that when we suffer or complain to doing and speak out from our mind, how can we hear the voice or the sound that comes from inside our mind? Okay, I have to take a consideration for a while. Okay, so when we suffer, okay, complain to something or speak out from our mind, how can we hear the voice of sound that comes from inside our mind? Oh, some Okay, what I understand. Okay, what I understand. When we uh, suffer or complain to things that are not go what we expect to happen, you know, and we doing something and speak out from our mind. Um, this is we have to bring back to basic of the mindfulness training. Uh, we can hear our mind to aware you to not to do something that immoral or something that immoral. Uh, Mindfulness will uh, allow you connect to what is really happening. Uh, Otherwise, you will easily to lost your mind and follow anger, the power of greed, and then you never hear the voice inside your mind that will stop you not to doing that. You will immediately react to uh, whatever you want to react. Sometimes it's out of control, so that is cause a lot of problem in our world and society. That just a small uh, problem, and then you make it bigger because of each side trying to revenge each other without mindful and break yourself and really connect to and deal with what is really happening, uh, especially relationship. When we not get along each other well, you know other sides try to explain and speak something, you never hear it. You just turn your face away, and you are based on your reason. So in my point of view, we have to turn to look inside, and you will really see uh, uh, the teaching or the moral path that you have trained in daily life, and it will able to also stop you or allow you to have self-control, uh, not to doing things that are unpopularly. um yeah, that's what I can explain. Or Venerable Tamasiri, would you like to add an additional explanation through this question?
Yes, Venerable, I would like to add something. Um, the question actually asking about when we suffer or complaining. So suffering, it's about complaining, right? She mentioned the suffering with complaining. Suffering is
uh,
many different, many parts suffering.
Suffering or complain, suffering
Yeah.
or complain. Yes.
So she mentioned suffer or complain. That means suffering with complaining. Complaining, suffering. So suffering, there are many kind of suffer. Physical suffer, mentally suffer. You can make it different kinds. So she mentioned complaining suffering. Okay. So she cannot hear. She can feel with her consciousness complaining, but should be aware. When people angry, the people don't have awareness. So this is the important part. If she wants to hear the voice, the coming from suffering of complaining, suffering it's about the hate someone, angry someone, then should be aware, calm down, mind and stay quiet and try to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, make it the 1 point. And when you have the calm down mind, you go to your complaining mind. That is still with you or not. If with you, then you can feel that your complaining is coming out with your consciousness. That is my experience.
Okay, thank you so much. And she also write further explanation that even we don't speak out from our mouth, just listen our mind speaking. How can you hear the sound? Well, you cannot really hear the sound, but cause from your imagination, I think, because our mind is good at creating form, story. So this little voice that keeps saying inside your ear, we call the sea of opinion. This is stopping you in many situations. Something that it's challenge you, or something that you may have an intention to get through it, and you will face some difficulties, and you will have some opinion to fight, as a little voice keeps saying you to doing this, to doing that, or you should give up, you should going on. So all this sea of opinion is exist when you only thinking, exist in the mental formation. But we can bring this to take a really consideration that what is really happening, what is really is, and then deal with what is really happening. Even a little voice keeps saying in your head, it's something that not empower you. But of course, if something that it will good for your life, and you overcome that voice or that opinion, and this will bring a lot of power to your life. And an opposite way, if something that we shouldn't do, and this is part of contemplation, we have to really mindful that what is just a little voice that distract you, and the thinking that it's really come from your contemplation. Contemplation is based on understanding and based on consciously that you observe and analyze and critical the situation, what you do, what shouldn't do. So that's what we can explain. You can ask a very interesting question. Okay, Miss Ongkam. So let's bring some of explanation, to consider that it's already answer or not. If not, please give further explanation. Yes, thank you so much. The question from Julius Prisical. Since we are discussing about the Holy Tipitaka, is any part of the books that talks about meditation? Well, of course, there is big sutra. One of the big sutra is called Mahasatipatthana Sutra, right? That Buddha taught about the how to cultivate and develop your body and mind through observing, contemplate your body, feeling, mind, okay, and Dhamma to allow you to able to see the way things are of your body and mind. Okay, that is in the Mahasatipatthana Sutra, and we will show you some of sutra in the future. Okay, especially some of the Mahasatipatthana Sutra and some of the sutra that concern to meditation practice. Venerable Uttama, do you have any source that Buddha speak about meditation in the Tipitaka?
So of course, in the Tripitaka, the Buddha have mentioned about meditation, which called Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Maha, it means big. Satipatthana, it means the meditation is the whole meditation. We can talk. So this means meditation that we practice today is in the Tripitaka. So the name of the book is Prasutanta Pituk or Prasutanta Pitaka. So this Mahasatipatthana Sutta is in the Prasutanta Pitaka. So in the university, มหาจุฬาลงกรณราชวิทยาลัยวิทยาเขตเชียงใหม่ so the name of the book is พระสุตตันตปิฎก is number 10 because we have many books, alright? So book number 10 named พระสุตตันตปิฎก so the Buddha have mentioned about the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So many books have mentioned about meditation or Mahasatipatthana Sutta, but in the clearly or very easy to find is in the Prasutanta Piṭaka. This book is belong to the University of มหาจุฬาลงกรณ์เชียงใหม่ราชวิทยาลัยวิทยาเขตเชียงใหม่ it's concerned about the meditation, how to practice meditation, also the result, how when we practice meditation, what will happen, something like that. So you can find out from this book.
Okay. Okay, so continue his question a little bit to continue from the previous. Yes, please.
Can I mention him to the book? Actually, we say that there are 45 books. So 45 books. Mahasatipatthana Sutta is mentioning the book is the Great Discourse on the establishing of mindfulness. So you can find in Pali, it's Digha Nikaya. Okay, Digha Nikaya, it's mentioning the Great Discourse on the establishing of mindfulness. Book. Yeah. So there are 45 books. You can find that book Digha Nikaya. This is the number of 22 books.
Okay, so this is the English version, but Venerable Uttama have mentioned to refer to Thai version, right?
Yes,
so don't confuse. Okay, don't confuse. Okay. So Mr. Julius asked further that for the sutra that mentioned in the Holy Tripitaka, are there specific practice of meditation like mindfulness meditation or anapanasati, which of practice is mentioned in the book?
I would like to say that in Mahasutta, in Maha Satipatthana Sutta, is mentioned all of this meditation. So you can find out in in Tikha Nikaya Mahavakka. So if you see this meditation, Mahasatipatthana Sutta, you will see that there is a meditation how to practice. Uh, in meditation, they are also concerned about anapanasati as well. So you can find out, and you will see that there are many steps of practicing meditation. There are also asupha kamathana. Uh, there are also anapanasati. Uh, there are also concentration meditation, insight meditation, many kind of meditation. So you can find out, and then um, so you will see the result of it.
Uh, so it means that Mahasatipatthana Sutra is big sutra, and then
Yes,
sub topic there are anapanasati meditation and uh, like the sorry it's called 40 mind objects for samatha meditation also included here. uh,
yes,
okay, okay, so we will bring some in the next Facebook live. Maybe we can show some of Mahasatipatthana Sutra, like point to the vipassana, point to some anapanasati meditation, yeah, to show Mr. Julius and other viewers to make clear, all right, about the Holy Tripitaka books. So we go back to the question from Venerable Munichito Piku, our Monkchat members, our team. He leave very interesting question. Venerable Tamasiri, why do we need to learn Dhamma from Tipitaka?
Thank you, Pra Monichito Beko. I actually looking for this question. Many
Okay,
people asking it about the meditation.
okay,
So
now
our
you get it.
topic is actually Tripitaka. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is important question and very interesting question. We need to learn Tripitaka. You know that in the Buddha's time, Buddha, every speech, every thought, keep by Venerable Ananda by memorizing and oral repeating. So they know that the Buddha's speech is very important for the people, not only the Sangha, for all living beings, all human beings. Very important to use it to the liberation of the samsara. So this is important that the speech nowadays writing by book. At the Buddha's time, there is no writing system. They're memorizing and reciting again and again, again and again. So you feel that think about how do they keep a long time? How do they feel that this teaching is very important? And now the teaching is 2,600 years running. The teaching is very long time. So come to the point, the Tripitaka teaching, why we have to learn from Tripitaka. Nowadays, there are many scholar peoples. They use their ideas, not from Tripitaka, some other part, using philosophical ideas and using outside. Same like last week we have been workshop with the Tripitaka, In Kunchin, he explained with a video, with a photo, which is a noodles making with fish soup, or we don't know that is made by fish soup or tissue paper. The photo I haven't yet not, but I can explain it. In Thailand, people eating the noodles, which is the soup making by fish curry, fish soup. But some people also using that one tissue. If you use together, it look like same soup, but you cannot separate it. It's same, but you have to eat. When you eat, you may feel the taste. What is making by tissue paper and which one is making by fish. So Tipitaka also like this. If you don't study Tipitaka, you never realize that is the real teaching from the Buddha. If you learn from other teaching, other books, you just get the test from the other test. You cannot get the Tipitaka test. So this is important. Some people using that Buddha speech, Buddha said that like this, like this, like this. But how many people know that? Who are presenting that Buddha speech like this? And other the listeners, they are listening. Yes, yes. They say that yes, yes, it's correct. But they don't know anything. They never open the book. They never read the book. They just say that yes, they feel that that is correct. Exactly, that is not. Buddha said that before he dying, you don't believe even though I'm teaching you. You have to search, you have to realize, you have to observe by yourself. So Tripitaka is very important to learn the Dhamma. All Dhamma, all teaching, only the Tripitaka books, not on other side. Other side, that people writing that book from the Tripitaka. But I think there's someone, they use their ideas, some ideas. That is not a Tripitaka. But using the Tripitaka idea. But Tripitaka, the real taste, some translation, the Pali translation, someone may get the real meaning, real sentence meaning, Tripitaka sentence meaning. But someone, they use their ideas. So this is not the real taste. You have to read. And another thing is Tripitaka, now they translate by English version. And if you know the Pali, then that is better that you understand about the Tipitaka, about the Dhamma, which is the real taste you will get from the Pali, and you translate by yourself. So this Tripitaka is also translated from the Pali Text Society, which is everyone agreed.
All right.
So that's when we can say that it's correct and learn from the book in English version.
Okay, so what I understand, you also mentioned to commentaries, right? Because Buddhist scriptures or Buddhist books has some have their own level. Like we consider that Tipitaka is our first or primarily source of Buddhist knowledge. Okay, so the second part is will be sub commentaries, or sorry, commentaries and sub commentary, and also sub commentaries. There are levels of Buddhist teaching, so we can learn all those from explanation from the master to understand the new idea that compatible to that context of society. But we also not to neglect or leave Tipitaka behind, not leave behind. Have to refer, to that for trust. So that's the, I think, for learning Buddhist teaching in more powerful way. Yes. So I very thanks to all viewers. Like, this is our senior monk. He already disrobed, Mr. Kanjo. Okay, thank you for all the comments, to give compliments, send some sticker for giving satisfy and empower all the speakers. Okay, so we have been live streaming, talking about the Dhamma, sharing some idea and knowledge for 1 hour. And again, to all viewers, this Facebook Live, we will try to improve to more friendly to all the different level of people. I mean, Buddhist background. Sometimes when we speak, about Tripitaka and mention to deeper details, some who are beginner might not friendly with this speaking and discussion. We will also have the alternative topic that easy for beginner and also specific to meditation practice as well. For example, today mainly we discuss about learning Buddhism, but there are also some questions from practitioner who want to improve their practicing meditation. So that's why for our viewers and listeners, they have different levels of Buddhist knowledge. So that's why we are thinking to improve our discussion to a different level. This will allow us to invite some more speaker for those who are good at meditation practice, and we will invite them to be a speaker. For example, we got one viewers who asked how can he join the speaker. I'm not sure that you enjoy listening or you want to get into the screen like all the venerables. We will contact you, okay, Venerable Banyasara, if you would like to give a talk and join the Dhamma discussion in the Facebook Live with our Monkchat team. And for those who are interested to have discussion with our Buddhist monk, we are open you to be on the screen with us. Okay, so I can speak here that you can write a message into our Monkchat Facebook page or chat box that you would like to have a conversation with Buddhist monk, do Monkchat, and we will invite you to be on the screen with our Buddhist monk right now. Yes, so if you are happy to doing that, so this is for you, Monkchat for all, not only Buddhist monk. So finally, today we have been sharing something. If it's useful, you keep in mind, okay, keep note, and something that it's still not clear, you make a question for other Facebook Live. All right. This is a learning community. We will move together. So we are all students. We are happy to learn through our doing and through comments from all the viewers. So for live streaming today, we'll come to the end. I will, on behalf of both of speakers and both on behalf of Monkchat, thanks to all viewers and thanks to all the venerable to dedicate your time for give a talk 1 hour. Finally, we will say goodbye to all viewers and followers. Hope to see you next Facebook Live. Please keep following our Facebook page. You will see the post, and you are welcome to join us. You are invited to join us. Thank you so much for today. Good night for all venerables, and good evening, good morning to all the people from different time zone who are following us right now. Good luck for today. Have a nice day, everyone. Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.